That's a bucket of boom juice because we're doing a fuel tank. And I should have mentioned, you need to take your battery out for this one or you might explode. And the next thing I want to do is take this tank off. This tank is damaged. Got a little hole in it there and a big old dent on the other side. So I'm going to take all this off because I ordered a new tank from eBay. I'm going to reuse my fuel gauge and my fuel pump and the filler neck and all that. But these tanks are kind of interesting. They got this fuel hose here. You can disconnect that and drain the tank. Then you got a crossover tube that connects both sides of the tanks here. And then all of your fuel lines just run right up along here. So I got some here, like this little elbow. It looks like it's pretty worn. It's seen better days, so I'm going to replace that. But for the most part, I'm going to see if I can reuse most of this. I made a little bit of a mess because I dropped my pan and I ended up coming up with this 5-gallon bucket idea. Let that guy drain for a little while, and then I'm going to keep going here, removing the fuel pump. You got these little button head bolts. The long one goes here, and then there's 4 short ones here. And then you take the button head bolts out of this little fuel cap ring. You can all set that down, and then this little guy just kind of pops up, and you'll be able to get this little filler clamp out. Keep that with your ring. Little vanity piece just pops out, and this is what we're left with. We're gonna have to take the gauge out, and then the whole fuel pump assembly sits down in here. You got some mounting screws that hold it all in. We can disconnect the wires and the fuel line and give ourselves some space. Little gauge just pops out. You can rest it over your handlebars, and then the little fuel line pops off and the electrical connector pops off. Now we can get a Torx bit in on all of these mounting bolts and pull the fuel pump out. You can throw the cap back on, helps you from dropping these little bolts down in there. Each one of these little guys has an accompanying washer, and they might kind of stick to the pump, but you can take them off and clean them up. That's what I'm going to do. When you pull this top assembly out, you're going to have this little gasket here. You got your wires going down to your fuel pump and then down to your float. And your float's got this little tab. Just pops out like that. Should be able to start just kind of wiggling things out of here. Kind of like that. We want to be really careful with this stuff not to break any of it. The pump, same kind of deal. Should be able to just kind of pull it out, but we got to take the hose off of our little spigot down there. Well, I'm over here learning so you don't have to. This little fuel line disconnects from the pump, and then it actually all just drops out as one unit. So then we can just save that unit to reinstall later. And I think this pump should come out of here. This is about a 12-handed job, but I think I can separate the 2 pieces of the pump. Help me get that other piece out because it's just not wanting to cooperate. Those 2 pieces separated like I thought they would. Question remains, did it do me any good? Yes, it did. So there you go. I don't know if that's how the manual says to do it, but that's how I had to do it. What we got to do is this bolt and this bolt. Get rid of that thing. I just need to get rid of it. And this bolt. And it might just pop on out of there. I don't know if this crossover hose is going to cause us any grief. Well, this crossover hose, it's creating clearance issues. I think I'll have to just maybe take it out. I did have to take those clamps off, and then I went ahead and I drained the one side of the tank, and now I'm going to drain this side of the tank by pulling the tube off, plugging it with the finger, and then draining into my boom juice bucket without making quite such a mess. I made a huge mess all along the top of the engine here, a little bit on the frame. I'm just going to wipe things up really good so that I don't leave gasoline on there. This is a good opportunity to clean the top of your engine here. But notice, old tank sitting in the rocks where it belongs. There's a big old dent right there. There's the front of it there. And that little hole, look at that. That's not salvageable. But we got the new one on order. It should be here in a couple of days. We can finish this job and get to the other parts. Got a brand new tank here. It's looking pretty good. We're gonna get it installed. Start with just dropping it on the bike and then get a couple bolts in just to get it set. And then we'll start working on putting our fuel lines on and putting this fuel pump back in here. Just like that. All I did is just hold it in with these 2 bolts, one forward or one in the rear and one at the front. And now I can start rebuilding my fuel pump. Here's an important thing to know about this fuel pump. It comes with these little screws. They're not reusable because these new screws have gaskets And if you remember, we had to knock out all the old gaskets from the old screw hole. The new screws will go in there and it'll all hold it together. I'm going to start with this feed tube, slide it up in there. Remember, it goes right up in there and it'll screw into place. And then I'll put the fuel crossover tube between the two sides. This is a brand new tube, a couple new clamps. And then I'll start on the pump. Those two pieces are done. Everything's tightened down there. These are on, and the new clamps are tightened down. Now we can start on the pump. If you'll remember, this main feed tube has got to plug into the fuel pump right here. And then these two halves connect. You've got the little leg right here that slides in right there. So how we do that is we drop the side with the strainer, that's this, in first, and then we drop the pump side in, connect them together, and hopefully it all lines up where our feed tube can get to where it needs to be. I'm also going to cover this with a towel just so I don't scratch my new tank. I have just been fighting with this and I got it squared away now. These two pieces are going to fit together. Well, you want the strainer to fit down in the pump like that. You want it to sit down like that so that this clip faces forward, because that allows your main feed tube to plug in and everything to sit real nice. So we're going to slide it down in there like that, clip them together. Again, this clip forward, and then we'll hook it all up. Kind of looks like that when we're all done. Grab that feed tube, plug it in there, just like that. And then this whole operation kind of sits down into here and clips into place. This clip goes over right there, so they slide back toward the rear. This clip will click down just like that. Fuel pump is installed. Now we have a couple more components, the float and things like that to hook up. And then of course we have our two little vent tubes and things that we got to do too. Remember, the little float just hangs down on this side of the tank and it's got that same kind of clip up here. Make sure you got a new gasket in place, and then we can start to feed all of this back down in. Throw our new screws in here, put our little vent tube on, hook up our wires, and then our vanity cover. You want to do a star pattern on these, finger tight and then torque down. I go middle to middle to middle to middle, kind of crossing that way. And then after I go there, I go down here and then forward and then down and then up, cross that way. And then I do the corners here, 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 and here. Then I go around in a circle just to make sure I didn't forget any. But Harley probably has a different way to do it. I don't really care. This is going to work for me. You follow whatever method you feel is right. Plug this little connector back in, and then we got our little vent tube. Plug that guy back in, and then we got our fuel gauge. Something like that. We got to take our cap off because we have to install our fuel ring now. Now you want to pay attention because you have three longer screws. You got three screws here. Let me see, try to focus. See how this one's longer than that one? You got three of them, and those ones bolt in here. So when you're putting it all together, you just want to remember you got one at the 12 o'clock position, you got one down here at about 4:30, and then you got one over here at about 7:30. So that's how I remember it. Chugging along here, I got my little snap ring in, and I put these 4 bolts in, and I was going to put this longer one in that goes right down there, and look, I don't have anywhere to bolt it to. Check the old tank here, and I got one of these little nut things. You pull one side up with the screwdriver, pull it off, and I don't know, they work okay. But I gotta get this one off the old tank, put it on the new tank. Got the old one off there, and then it'll just slide something like that, and then I can get this last one in just like that. And now I can work on the ring. Now, to each their own, but I like to install the longer ones first. Kind of holds everything together, and then I'll go back in and install the shorter ones. Gotta be real careful not to drop anything down into that tank. Now that we got it started, I am just gonna pop this little cap back in there just so I don't accidentally mess up my whole day here. Quite literally, after I said that, I dropped one of these little bastards somewhere down here, and my garage is a mess, so I'm gonna look for it later. But I think we're at the point where I'm gonna put the exhaust back on. It was off for a different project, and then maybe start it up and see if everything works the way it should. Throw some fuel in there. I'll probably do like 2 gallons. Check it for leaks after about half a gallon maybe. Well, I'm not seeing any leaks. That fuel line looks okay. Transfer line looks okay. Everything's dry. So we might get a little test start here soon. Turn the battery on so we can start to see where we're at. Just above E. That's probably okay. Well, apparently there's quite the time delay because I am almost actually full. But we got her in neutral here. Let the gas pump a little bit. Go again. All right. Some vanity pieces need to be finished up here, and I think we'll be ready for a test ride.